glad I watched this game tonight. This is a fun one. These games are fun. Maybe it's just because I'm not covering my own team and, it doesn't help that my own team is having trouble right now. No pressure, just watch the game, analyze what's going on, and enjoy the passion here. The Toronto Maple Leafs were at the Canadian Tire Centre tonight, facing off against the hometown Senators. Whose barn was it going to be tonight? Let's talk about it.
11, 25, 74, and 89 have 2 minutes for roughing.
One eternity later.
15, 22, 33, and 81.
Bingo!
So yeah, like I said, this was a fun game to watch. There was a lot of implications behind it, a lot on the line specifically for the Ottawa Senators.
Lofi, he's through. Doby scores. Max Doby.
Okay, we are cooked.
So you're going into this, watching it, thinking you're going to be watching a pretty good game. Ottawa's been looking like a team that has some problems they need to solve. Like a team that needs to look at some tape and figure out what's going wrong. First game, yeah, that was pretty easily explainable. Discipline, right? But tonight was going to be different. They're at home, and ticket holders, they held up their end of the bargain. You know, there's probably like 53 or 54% Ottawa fans in the house tonight. I'm just kidding. It was probably like 60, 62. But speaking of fans, thank you so much for your support. Last video that I did between Toronto and Ottawa, you guys were great. We had like 15,000 views. Comments were pretty amicable initially. And it's as if the Ottawa fans got in there and it created kind of like created some healthy conversation. So I want to urge you, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of this community. But if you're already subscribed, don't worry about it. Just hit like and leave me a comment down below telling me who your favorite WWE superstar is.
I told you. Oh, God.
So let's get the ball rolling. The puck drops in this game, and already they're at each other's throats. This guy again, Ridley Gregg and Matthew Nyes, demonstrating some behavior here. Seeing some peppy end-to-end action. And the Canadian Tire Centre reminds Toronto fans that they own this house. Stolarz. We then see Drake Batherson get his bell rung in the corner by his teammate Tyler Kleven. That don't feel good. That's gonna ring around your head for a minute. We then see the Leafs get a good chance driving the puck to the front of the net, but can't find good wood. Then we see Nylander go on a breakaway, but Ullmark stands tall. I think Nylander had a little bit more room, but his runway was running out. I figured he'd take a little slapper. Then, man, sometimes it fascinates me that these players can take such a hit and just get up and keep going. Lorentz, you gotta be a tough son of a gun. Took this reverse hit by Kleven like a champ, gets right back up. But that one's got to have made his noodle burger skimmy up his boombox. We then see Tkachuk try to get his elbow up on Holmberg. Holmberg reacts to that. The ref must have seen it. He's going to the box. Tkachuk is. Now on the power play, Matthews starts juggling the puck out of the air. He was going to perform a magic trick and put this puck in the net. But then as the period is ending, Matthew Nyes takes a cross-checking penalty. Kind of a mess here. I didn't know who was getting the penalty initially. But that's going to be at the end of the first period. So let's check out the second period. We start off with some 4-on-4 action. Then after a great shift, Nylander decides to extend his knee. He almost makes this look natural, but he gets called for tripping. And the Senators are going to make him pay for it.
Sanderson hands it off to Giroux. The veteran along, look, scores!
Claude Giroux, the police butt grabber himself, makes it 1-0 for the Sens, and the home crowd is going nuts. Things will never be wrong again. They're absolutely going to win this game.
Sizes it up. Nyes. Marner. Nylander. His shot blocked. Nyes in front. Score!
That is a power play goal for Matthew Nyes. Drake Batherson took a high sticking call, I believe. Toronto gets put on the power play and they capitalize. So we have a 1-goal game. This is one of those games where you feel like it's going to go to the end. He's going to have to be the hero in overtime. But hold on, we still have the third period. Shots after the second were 14-18 for the Sens, and the third starts. Third period was not scoreless. Here's Matthews.
High and just wide of the net. Riley sends it in. Fletcher scores!
With his first goal of the playoffs. 5 points though. After he scored this goal, I thought this was going to be the dagger. He's out front. Nobody's watching him. That's definitely on the Sens D. But I figured at this point, I think that Toronto just locks it down. There's not a lot of shots in this game, but then this happens.
Cadet tying goal at 14:47 of the third period. Maybe here, and it's in.
Yeah, Sens weren't especially like pouring it on or anything. Tkachuk throws this in. I think it tricks Stolarz because he's behind his opponent. Stolarz, I don't know if he predicted the shot coming in at the time it came in. So we're back to 2-2. It's all tied up again. Who's going to be the hero? Is it going to be Batherson? No, not Batherson. And you know what? 60 minutes wasn't good enough. We're going to OT. Get shot so low. 18-20 for Ottawa. We're now going into OT. Ottawa is pumped. You're feeling the energy of the building.
The Avalanche scored what it looked like a huge goal, but
is Ottawa going to claw their way back and get their first win in what, 7 years, something like that?
There's rocking. Matthews wins the draw. Benoit scores.
Nope, that's Benoit. He scores. Big shot, game-winning goal for Benoit. A total heart stopper, a dagger. Woof. That one has got to hurt for Sens fans. There's a lot of shocked individuals in the audience looking like, was that the end of the game? Isn't there more game? Hope you enjoyed that recap, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you have a good night. I am going to bed. It's actually pretty late here. I didn't expect to take this long making this video. You guys are still up wanting to watch this. If you are, you know what you got to do. Hit that like button. It helps me out for some reason. I don't know. YouTube doesn't really explain it very good. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I'd love to have you. And as always, I will see you down in the comments.